Someone from
So I'm back at Greenfield Village. Today is the 26th of June of 2026. And we're gonna have a fun day. This will be the second Greenfield Village vlog that I post on this channel. Or no, second one this year. I'll see you when I get inside the village. Never gotten a video of the train right here before. Figured to try something new this time. And yes, it is the same locomotive from the last time I was here. I thought the 7 was big. This thing's ginormous. I'm in 0.5 and it still didn't even fit in the camera shot. Yet again, this one's not running for the 5th time in a row. I haven't seen this thing running since, I think, 2022. Which is sad for me. So the headlamp on this is apparently burned out, but I don't know why they don't replace it. All the other trains, when they run them, the headlights are on. This one isn't. It's never been on. I don't think it's ever been. At least when I can remember.
Water bottle, do enjoy it. Keep hydrated. We're making our way to the Firestone Station, which is the entrance to the Greenfield Village. Sit back and enjoy a train ride. My name is Christine and I am your conductor. Thank you. As we pull away, we're going to wave goodbye to Tom, our conductor, Jeff, and Gordon, our station masters. Thanks for getting everybody safely on board our train and getting us out on time. We are now in our Railroad Junction district. The Smiths Creek Depot on your left was built in 1858 by the Grand Trunk Railway. Smiths Creek was located about 10 miles west of Port Huron, Michigan. Henry Ford had it bought here in 1929 when he learned that there was a young Thomas Edison connection. A presenter in the building today will tell you more stories and also the roles of the station master as well. Across the street is Edison Illuminating Power Plant, where young Henry Ford had his first professional job as a chief steam engineer. To go inside, you'll learn so much about how it operates. In front of us is the Detroit-Toledo-Milwaukee Roundhouse, built in the year 2000.
We were just there a few minutes ago. You can see all the smoke from the train in the air too. I don't know how well it shows on my camera, but here you can really see it.
You can test your strength.
If I zoom out maybe, hey, you can kind of see it.
Pushing that 40-ton turntable, manually operated. One of our staff members will assist you going around that turntable. Roundhouses like this have disappeared with the advent of the diesel electric. In 1930, they started pulling out the steam locomotives, which required a lot of maintenance and service as opposed to the diesels. And then they gradually put them all out of service by 1960. Go inside the roundhouse, learn more. On the other side of this street area is Liberty Craft Works, where you can see glass blowing, pottery making, weaving, and a printing office. Our artisans are working like they did back in the 1800s using similar tools and skills. To visit the Lorraine Grist Mill, the Gun Foley Carding Mill, and the Chip Saw Mill, all located in this area. Now we're coming into our working farms district where you can enjoy the sunshine smell of a real working farm. We have apple and pear orchards, animals that we have here, and plants that are growing.
We are hauling right now.
What the Firestone family would have had. That is their home of Ohio, built in 1828. The birthplace of
Someone's having fun up there.
who supplied on your right and your left side on merino sheets. These are what the Firestone family would have had. The cash cost was full for the family. We are now coming into our Firestone station. Remain seated. The engineer will set a brake, giving us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. Should you be deboarding here, you're going to exit to your right side. We're going to be here for about 8 minutes, and then we make our way over to the Susquehanna station again. As we pull in, say hello to Angelo and Chris, our station masters. Wait for the whistle. Now it's safe to come. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Greenfield Village Railroad. For the safety of our younger riders, we ask that the adults with them make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. Please do not stand up and move around while the train is moving, keeping your head, hands, and feet inside the cars at all times. Refrain from eating, drinking, smoking, baking, but water from an enclosed water bottle is acceptable. We're pulling away. We'll wave goodbye to Angelo and Chris, our station masters, thanking them for making sure everybody boarded safely and getting us out on time. My name is Christine, and I'm your conductor. When you came into Greenfield Village this morning, you came into over 300 years of American history, a dream that Henry Ford had. He wanted a place where people could come and see what those who lived long before us made with their hands and used with their hands, so that you'd be inspired. We're sure hoping that something sparks your imagination here today. Our village is divided into 7 different districts. The very first one is the Henry Ford Model T. Over to your left, you'll see a white farmhouse. That's the birthplace of Henry Ford, born there on July 30th, 1863, the oldest of 6 children. You'll learn more about his early life. Then take a short walk over to the Ford Motor Company. Learn how he came up with the vision of a motor car, the 1908 Model T. It put America on wheels, and it became known as the universal car. And then take a ride on one of our historic vehicles sometime today. Main Street's our next district. This is the home of the Wright brothers and the Wright Brothers Cycle Shop from Dayton, Ohio. It's the birthplace of aviation. At Mrs. Bone's millinery shop, our staff are making beautiful hats and heated in the 1890s, and they are for purchase. Visit the H.J. Heinz House from Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania, built in 1854, where Henry made that very first bottle of horseradish that led to the 56 varieties we come to know. Take a spin on a Herschel Stillman carousel built in 1913. You have a menagerie of animals to choose. The statue of Thomas Edison takes us into our Edison at Works district.
If they could get this thing running, that would be a miracle. That's going to take a lot of money to restore that thing.
Where Edison worked on the incandescent light bulb there, improving on the telephone and the telegraph, receiving over 420 patents while working there. Signalmen that worked with him would rent a room over at the Sarah Jordan boarding home. It's the yellow home on your left side, making its own history in December 1879, being one of the very first homes in the entire world fitted with an electric lighting system. And when he was a little grown up, he continued working at his Fort Myers laboratory all the way up until 1930. Now we come into our portions of knowledge district. Stroll through the streets, go into the homes. Learn about the ordinary.
Yeah, I got a bit of the train right here.
Ordinary things. Robert Frost, the famous poet, Noah Webster, who wrote the American Dictionary, the English language back in 1828, and the blue-black speller that taught millions of children to read and spell. In the far back, we have our Cotswold Cottage that's built in 1619, and it's tea time over at our Cotswold Cottage today, from 11 o'clock until 3 o'clock. Enjoy a spot of tea, just like the English did. And it is based on first come, first served. There are no reservations taken. Now we're coming into our Susquehanna station. Remain seated. The engineer will set a brake, giving us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. You'll exit to your left side. Wave hello to Ginger, our station master, as we pull in. Now it's safe to come off the train. Look. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Greenfield Village Railroad. For the safety of our younger riders, make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. Do not stand up and move around while the train is moving, keeping your head, hands, and feet inside the cars at all times. We're going to say goodbye to Ginger, our station master. Thanks for getting everybody on board safely and getting us out on time. Our Susquehanna plantation was built in 1854 from St. Mary's County, Maryland. It was 700 acres big. Tobacco is the cash crop, and tobacco and corn are growing in the field right now as we speak. The Carroll family owned this plantation along with 65 people they enslaved to do all the work. You have to go inside and hear the story. Next to it is our Clinton family home from Sudbury, Massachusetts, built in 1700. Mr. and Mrs. Clinton raised 7 children in a one-room home. Go inside, see how they managed it. Our Ferris windmill is from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, built in 1650. It's the oldest standing windmill in the United States. Visit our Daggett family farm, built in 1754 from Hanover, Connecticut. Our staff portrayed what colonial life was like. It was built before the American Revolutionary War. Over to the left, the pasture for our draft restaurant and Morgan horses and chance for them to get some rest and relaxation from pulling carts, wagons, and plows around the village. The locomotive pulling the train today was built in 1897 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works Company. It was built for the Detroit and Northern Lima railway system, but then it was purchased by the Detroit Toledo Ironton Railway when Henry Ford purchased it in 1921. He used it while he was working on the museum and village, sold it in 1929, but kept the locomotive for his personal use. Upon his death in 1947, it ended up in the museum. When they built the 3-mile perimeter railway here at Greenfield Village in 1972, they decided to take it out again and use it to pull our passenger cars. It's one of 3 steam locomotives that we use here at Greenfield Village. Steam is then, coal is fed into a firebox where the temperature is set with steam getting hot enough to heat the water in the boiler, converting it into steam. It's the steam that moves into pipes that lead into valves that move back and forth and they cause the wheels to turn. Essentially, that's how steam locomotive works. Sit back and enjoy some of the sounds you hear from a steam locomotive as we go through our Weatherford Wildlife Preserve.
In English, we're from home. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not from England. I'm from the UK. Not from Wales, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland.
Strawberry weekend.
Turkeys!
We have everything strawberry over at the marketplace and in some of the historic homes as well. There'll be music played here, crafts as well. Do come out and spend the weekend with us. Also, Salute to America tickets are available for dates July 2nd through July 5th. We will be hosting a celebration to the 250th anniversary of our nation. We are now coming into our Walnut Grove area. Historic baseball season is in full swing here. Our teams, the Nationals and the Lockhawks, play against other Midwestern teams according to the 1867 rules. They catch fly balls with their bare hands. Mitts are never used. You do not need a special ticket. All you do is need to have some time out, come over here, and enjoy a few innings or maybe the whole game of baseball. First pitch is usually at 1:30 p.m. on most Saturdays and Sundays, weather permitting, all the way up through September 7th. We hope that you come in and enjoy at least one historic baseball game throughout the season. Over to the left, you can see some of the children that are playing summer campus in session for students that are in grades 2 through 7. In front of us is the Henry Ford Academy High School, a charter school that specializes in the STEAM program, science, technology, engineering, They're on summer break right now, but we have over 500 students. Ninth graders had classes at the museum, 10th through 12th right here. The vintage Pullman cars you'll see up ahead on your left side were converted into classrooms, and the red building is a computer lab. To be a student here, one must live in Pine County, Michigan. After submitting your application, it becomes the luck of the draw, a lottery system in which you're able to attend high school here 4 years, and it's all tuition free.
Cars up there. Those are, I think, auto rack or auto cars. If I'm not mistaken, they store cars inside of there, like actual like automobiles. I could be wrong, but no, those are auto racks. Those are enclosed auto racks. I'm pretty sure. There's one owned by the Union Pacific Railroad Company. Which I think all the yellow ones at least are owned by the Union Pacific Railroad.
As well as the Logan County
At least they should, yeah. You can see another one with the Union Pacific Railroad emblem on it.
Practice law on those very clipboards. And then there's a new home on the block. It's the Jackson Home from Selma, Alabama, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I highly recommend coming here and checking out the Jackson House. It's not what I was expecting. There's one owned by BNSF.
Of 1965.
But anyways, I definitely recommend the Jackson Home at Greenfield Village.
And the recipes come from our historic home.
It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be about Michael Jackson.
Next to it is
but it's even better. I'm not going to spoil anything else. I highly recommend checking out the Jackson Home if you get a chance. KSC, or KCS, Kansas City Southern line, or KCSL, Kansas City Southern
are not
line.
necessary. It's based on first come and first served. Now we're coming into our Smith Street station. Remain seated. The engineer will set a brake, giving us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it is safe to come off the train. If you are devoting here, you're exiting off to the left side. Wait below.
We're gonna head back to the main gate, and I'll decide if I go around for another lap. But I'm getting off the main gate, regardless of how many
Wait
laps
for
I
the
go
whistle.
for.
It is safe now to come off the train.
Personal safety, once again, I ask everyone to please remain seated while the train's in motion. Keep your head, arms, legs, and feet inside the car at all times. Parents, if you're boarded with little ones, please place yourselves on the outside of the row. If that is not practical, make sure they are held or easily within your reach. 728, 808, Baldwin, eyeball. We'll say goodbye to Jeff here at Smith Creek for getting us out on time. We now begin our journey to the front at Firestone Station. If you ever have a chance, stop by our Smith Creek train depot, built in 1858 by Grand Trunk Railroad. It was the first stop on its way from Port Huron down to Detroit. It was located 8.5 miles south of Port Huron in the countryside, so the station master and family were allowed to live at the depot and conduct railroad operations. Grand Trunk was one of the first international railroads to operate here in the United States. If you do stop by, you can go inside. Jerry will be happy to tell you the history of the depot. We're now coming up to our Detroit, Toledo, Milwaukee Roundhouse. This was built in Marshall, Michigan in 1884 to service and maintain steam locomotives. We carry on that tradition today as a working roundhouse with the 3 coal-fired locomotives and diesel electric that we operate here during the season. You're welcome to go inside, go up to the mezzanine, and see what is going on.
Coal tower, water tower.
Now just past the roundhouse, you'll see the backside of Liberty Craft Works. Here our artisans are creating glass, pottery, printing, and weaving. We also have a sawmill located here that came from Tipton, Michigan.
it'll be when my car goes right over this crossing here. And the very last car, the
We'll
third
now
car
be
of this
entering
train.
into Firestone Farm. This is home to Harvey Firestone, founder of the Firestone Rubber and Tire Company. If you have a chance, stop by the farmhouse.
Last
You can
year.
go inside, see what life was like around
Which was the
1860s.
last train that they operate here that I had yet to ride behind. So I got to ride behind it last year. Wasn't what I was expecting, but I have to say it was a good experience.
All the fields on the farm are managed by horse-drawn equipment. Now, as we come into Firestone Station, I ask everybody to please look about you. Make sure you have all of your belongings as well as cell phones. Then, if you would, remain seated until we come to a complete stop.
So I'm getting off.
Once the whistle sounds, it will be safe
Video of the train leaving.
to exit on the right-hand side.
Then I'm gonna head out.
Please wait for that whistle. Wait for the whistle. It is now.
Yeah, that blue looks a lot more vibrant than it did last time we were here. Number 7, Detroit and Lima Northern Railway. Pulling out. And we are gonna head out. Alright, so I'm leaving Greenfield Village now. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more. Let me know in the comments what your favorite thing about Greenfield Village is if you've been. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.